Ladies and gentlemen, the Madness Entertainment Group presents Puts the Comic Artist Hour with Les Garner.
We are back, and I may just be here by myself today because I know Pop's mentioned that he ain't feeling so hot. So I will be working, as you see, on a new page for Brides #2, Brides Volume 2, coming to a Kickstarter near you very soon. So this is page number 10. Where we have Adam and Van Helsing leaving Van Helsing's his brownstone that he lives in. So I'm just roughing this in right now, and then we will be seeing how far we can get in this hour. So if the action's a little bit more, I will be popping off on messages and things. And of course, oh, my wife just messaged me. So what's up with that? I'm going to mute my mic for a second and see what the wifey needs.
Okay, well, while he's talking to the wife, I think I'm going to play a couple of them trailers of his, like this one.
Evening, darlings. It's about time to start this show. Get on out of here. That's my set. My name's Belladonna Lamort, and I'm just hopping on screen to tell you, if y'all ain't checked out the Gasp Horror Anthology from Resolute Bliss, then y'all about as silly as that dusty old bag of bones. So what you waiting for? Head on over and sign up at Kickstarter now.
Yeah, you like that? That's pretty cool. Well, there's more. Check this out.
Presented by Resolute Bliss with our friends at Live Storm Chasers, because real storms inspire the darkest of legends.
This storm's trying to take us back.
Back to Gear City?
Not again.
Run! Here it comes. There she is. It's the witch.
She sure knows how to make an entrance.
I do hope you will join me. Not Oz like you've known. Welcome to my corner of Oz, a place called Gear City. Back Gear City, a tale from the broken world of Oz, coming soon to Kickstarter from Resolute Bliss Publishing.
And there's another one. Then there's one more. Let's see what else we got here. Stuff. Okay. Since it looks like he's in a conversation, I'm going to play along with you. Here we go.
I'm curious, Bill. How'd a Missouri lawman end up all the way out here?
Back in '62, I rode with Grant, and we went through Memphis on our way to Vicksburg. I remember thinking, Memphis is a nice town if it wasn't on fire. I wouldn't mind going back there. After the war, I moved home to Missouri, and some damn fool talked me into being a lawman. I didn't see that coming, but I was good at it, wearing a badge and cracking heads. I don't know, I just had an itch, man. Just felt like there was something I was missing. Something else I wanted to do. So I came out here.
How'd you get to running with Shooter then?
I met Shooter in Chattanooga. In lieu of a court martial, he was on disciplinary leave. Most people didn't like Shooter, but we always got along pretty good. Sooner or later, every man's got to make a choice. On the back end of that choice is where a man finds out what he's made of.
And he's back. But he's got to unmute himself.
Unmute. There I am. Howdy, y'all. Let's see here now. I think this is going to need to come a little bit smaller. That's better. All right, so, and I'm going to doodle this other stuff on a different layer. And I think I'm going to drop some perspective stuff in here. So there's that, that. Then, all right, we're going to come out here and I'm going to turn off the vertical and horizontals on this. So now I can make an angled vertical that has a little more variation to it. Oh, excuse me, first yard of the day. There we go. All right. So now let's just come in here and block this all in. I'm going to turn this one to blue and this one to red. I can tell them apart easier. Okay. Just give myself some guidelines. They're following these perspective rulers. Okay. That. Now then. Yeah. Oh, I don't like it when it does that. Sometimes it gets confused about which ones I'm drawing on. Click right then. It's getting confused, so I'm going to have to go turn that one off. Let's see here now. That one, yeah, I got to turn that guy off. That way it stops getting confused on me like that. Okay. And I'm going to make this visible in all layers. I'm going to add a new layer on top of here, and this one I'm going to make green so that I can see very clearly what I am doing here. So now we want to turn him back on. I'm going to turn him off. And I want, no, don't do that. Don't do that. No. Let's see here. Okay. I want that one on. I want this one right here. That one off. Okay. And now then. Nope. Need to be on my green layer. Here we go. All right, now that I've got those, here, flesh this out a little bit more. Just make sure that I've got plenty to work with there. Alrighty. Whew. So now then, let's make a new layer right here. I'm going to turn off that ruler, go to new layer. I'm going to set this to gray. And I'm just going to kind of come in here and use a bigger pen. I start kind of roughing in what all I'm thinking I want in here. Let's see here now. Okay, here's the tricksy stuff. Let's see where that falls, what character in front of it. Pardon me, pardon me. Oh. Here we go. Rough in some shapes right here. I think this is all going to get a lot of shadows in it, which will be very convenient. And come down here. Now, let's see here. All right. It's kind of getting that shape established. And we're going to have another one of these over here. Okay. All right. Pardon me, I am out of coffee, so I'm drinking tea today. And I probably should take me some of that. It's been a very sleepy couple of days around here with a lot of rainy weather. Getting ready to do an in-store appearance this weekend for Free Comic Book Day. I'll be in Maryville, Tennessee, appearing alongside the great Roy Thomas of Marvel fame. Everybody should know that name. That's going to be fun. Oh, yawning makes my arm spasm sometimes. Let's see here. Come down through here. We'll have some sidewalk. And this is all going to be bricks up through here, so I'm not going to worry too much about filling that in. Let's come in here. And then I'm going to add some wrought iron fencing over here. It's pretty much just so I know where it goes. Pardon me, I'm terrible. Let's put these layers into their own folder and then reduce the opacity on them a great deal. Put you in there too. Thank you. But we're going to have those rulers turned on because I'm about to start working on how I render this stuff. The fact that I work digital makes certain things a whole lot easier. I'm not going to lie about that. Let's see here now. I better remember to go back in here and turn all these back on. Blink. Here we go. What you on? You're on. You're on. Yeah, okay, good. They're all on. Now then. Okay. This is where it's probably kind of boring for a little bit, but stick around if you want. So I'm going to be drawing some bricks. I get very anal about this stuff. It is attaching to the wrong stinking ruler. So I'm going to go back down here and turn this guy off. There it goes. So then let's come back in here. It should be much smoother now. Yeah, much smoother. It literally puts me to sleep doing this sometimes. Then I'm going to add these kind of lines. They kind of taper this out. Okay. Now then, let's do something heavier right here. Heavy and heavy. Excuse me, I am so sorry. I'm going to be tapering to black back there. And then also right here. Alright, so sidewalk. Alright. Go up to here. Here. And I'll turn off my snapping for a moment. Ow, that actually hurt. Okay. Just working these little shapes in here. There. Cool. I made a slight change to my setup recently, adding an alternate to my left click. So now when I hold the control button down, my left click becomes a paint bucket so that I can fill stuff in a little more quickly. Mm-mm-mm. All right. Let's turn the snapping back on. And let's turn this one back on for a little bit. Excuse me. Let's see here now. I'm going to do something nifty here. I'm going to throw a new layer on top of here. I'm temporarily going to set a color for that layer. Let's set it to a dark blue. And I'm changing my white for the layer to dark blue so that I can draw with white, because I know I'm going to be putting this fence right here. So I'm drawing it in. Right now in this blue, but then it'll change to white in a minute. Okay. And I'm gonna have some more of that kind of thing going on up here. Excuse me. I yawn more when there's not somebody here talking with me. Okay. Let's not turn that off. And that's going to sit there all white. Should be. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Now I'm going to come back into here. Come down like so. Oh, pardon me. I feel like I should music or something on, because I'm probably not going to talk a lot today. And now that should. No, something was open. Something was open. Yep. Where am I leaving an opening on that? Let's do it this way then. Because I'm just curious now why it's doing that. There we go. Not sure where my gap was there, but apparently there was one. All right. Let's pull a neat little trick here on this lamp. I am going to snag this lamp, cut it and paste it. Then I'm going to fill it using the advanced fill with white. Okay, and then from there, I'm going to fill those outer pixels with white or with empty so that I can come in here on the layer below now. And all right, let's go in here and turn off this guy. Whenever the angles are close at times, the things get confused, the rulers get confused. So make sure that I'm in the right stinking layer for that. And it would look as though this guy right here needs to have some of the.
We got some people in the chat, bro. We got Chris. He said, "Good afternoon. That looks good. Looks like 2 people on the steps."
Yes, it's Adam and Van Helsing leaving Van Helsing's brownstone.
And you got your boy Tassos. Tassos, what's up?
Tassos! Oh, my Greek brother from another mother.
I just looked over and it was like the chat moved. Oh crap, who's here? But yeah,
It does that sometimes.
New people are here. New people are arriving. They are arriving.
Cool. They get to watch me put these little tick marks in for bricks. I'm like, wow, isn't this exciting?
We did a test with one of the new shows that's coming into the network from one of the art guys over on Pilled. We did a test this morning because he runs OBS through EV Mux, right? So
Right.
I was setting up the EV Mux thing with Kaj, and dude does sculptures and everything, kind of like you. Reminds me a lot of you. Okay, but he was talking about doing a life-size CRoM, dude.
Mm.
A 3-foot tall CRoM sculpture, right? Get out of here. That would be like such an awesome con prop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Have CRoM standing there in the booth with me.
Oh, you don't talk about nice con props. I'm gonna make my screen a little different here. Dunk. And nope. And there we go. Let's turn some lights on for a second. I'll show you something. If Brent is watching, he'll really appreciate this. So, check this bad boy out. Oh, wait, be careful there. My chair will shoot right out from under me. Check that out.
Look at that. That's beautiful.
That's a much larger version of the werewolf sculpt that was available with Homestead.
Right. I thought that looked familiar.
Yeah, but that's the big boy version of it.
Okay, can you imagine like a 7-foot tall version of that in your booth?
Yeah, I've toyed around with figuring out how to do it in pieces, put all that together. But like 1, that's a lot of resin. 2, that's a lot of time. 3, I only got 1 hand to work with. Yeah. So I'm gonna put that on the back burner for a hot minute.
It was kind of, I mean, it was fun for me when dude said, because we talked about him sculpting CRoM, right? And he was like, I'd like to do it life size. And I was like, dude, CRoM's like 3 foot tall.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like 3 foot tall. You're talking about a pretty big sculpture, Yeah, I don't. But he sounds like he really wants to do it. So, Hey, who am I to say?
Mm. Whew. Oh man, let's do a
I
new
think I got
layer.
the wrong mic on. I'm gonna be back in a minute.
We'll do
Just
a
stay
new.
here.
Sorry, I'm like my brain is just shifting gears all kinds of ways.
Usually, if I shift in and out of EV Mux, my computer decides to switch mics on me. So I'm gonna go check.
Let's see here now. So we've got Van Helsing here. Who else? Let's see who all we've got with us right now. We've got some people watching. Any of you folks watching Pickup Brides? Let me know in the comments. So I'll know if I should or shouldn't be giving away any secrets of what's coming. Yeah, this is a part where I can get really kind of taken in with it.
Okay, is that any better?
Was that?
I said, is that any better?
Is what any better?
I was getting it. That's why I thought my mic was wrong. Cleared it up. So. Thank you, EV Mux, debugging my mic to the other mic.
Oh yeah, you're breaking up a little bit, man.
Yeah, that's everything.
Let's see. He needs to have a backpack on. And let's see here now. Where am I going here? I ain't even really thinking, am I? Yeah. I'm drawing what's in my head and not what's there. I'm just kind of swinging wild a little bit. Let's see here now.
Chris is asking, what book are you working on? So go ahead and tell him about it.
Well, this is page 10 of Brides Volume 2. So, not really calling it issue 2 because it's not floppies. So, for those who didn't get in on Brides 1, the story in Brides 1 was that basically Eva, the Bride of Frankenstein, has gotten it into her head that if she can become a vampire, that it'll fix her problems. And by problems, like I've often thought about like the idea of the Frankenstein creatures and thought, what if they are those body parts that they're made of still decaying? What if they are? Does that mean they have to occasionally like replace their own body parts? There's like crazy stuff like that. Then there's her urges and her instincts and all this stuff that that she has a hard time controlling. So if you read number 1, you'll find out, because it goes into a good deal of detail about her condition, what she is and what they are, and why that's a thing to kind of be pitied. So anyway, by the end of number 1, she has found her way to Castle Dracula in the Carpathians and has found Dracula's brides, who then take it upon themselves to offer for her to be made into a vampire, which she accepts because that's what she's out for. The thing that she doesn't realize is they're doing it because they've been watching her for a while, which that's not entirely apparent in the first book, but you get the feeling anyway that maybe they've known about her, they've known what she is, and they're thinking that because of her being, this thing that she is, that if they make her a vampire, she'll be something that they can use like a weapon to get themselves out from under the thrall of Dracula. So that's kind of what happens in the first one. Now in number 2, Eva has been, she got changed, which there's also a short story that we put out in, it may be in the next issue of Gasp. If not, it'll be in the one after that. But there's a short story that we've got that is a little epilogue to Brides 1 that shows Eva on her first night out hunting, and it's terrible. So she is just laying waste to the countryside for the most part. And Brides number 2 is really about that. It's about her and her rampage she goes on. Adam and Van Helsing, Adam's the original monster. Adam and Van Helsing are going to hunt for her. Meanwhile, vampires are hunting for her because her antics are going to let the world know that they exist, and they don't want that. Because as powerful as they are, humans in enough numbers could still wreck them. So that's where this is going, and that's what you're seeing some of right now. All right. All right, Van Helsing. As soon as I started talking today, I got super sleepy. Nope, don't do that. There we go. There's that. And we need him to have some of his little doodads here. I dig this kind of stuff because it's like you don't really even have to actually draw much of what the things are. You just do this impressionistic sort of thing that gives you a sense of what's there. Right. Okay, he is. Oh. Oh. Boy, it hit hard, the sleepiness. All right, now let's get Adam done in here, and I'm just going to draw right through where I know there's going to be a railing.
What'd you do? Forget your key today?
I got some sitting right here.
Take a second. Show a little.
I don't know what it is. Sometimes when I start talking, I just get sleepy.
Well, I hope you're not boring yourself. It's time to bring out your announcer voice. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Have some fun with you. Talk to us in that dude's voice.
Shit.
What does he see? What's he doing? What does he see?
And I'm glancing over here at one of these other pages to remind myself of his design, his look, and everything, just to make sure that it's all consistent. Because I don't like it when things are not consistent.
Understandable.
Holy crap. Just awful. Down, coming right along. That. Get a little cheaty right here. There's that. That. Let's block it off. Get that fill. Shadow lines right there. I think he has a hammer over here on the side. Oh my God, I just had an awesome idea for a t-shirt.
See what happens when you're falling asleep? No, I'm kidding.
I was just thinking, a t-shirt of a vampire, like you're looking just past the shoulder of a vampire who's laying down in their coffin, but you're looking up. So like the front of the extreme foreground is kind of the vampire's shoulder and chest tapering off into the distance. And there's a vampire hunter holding a stake and a big hammer about to pound it into their chest. And the shirt would just say, "Get hammered." Like you had like a vampire themed liquor, that would be a perfect little ad for that. Get hammered.
There you go.
Maybe it's just on my mind because I haven't been able to have a serious drink in a long time. And I would not
Blood red ale. We'll call it blood red ale. We have to come up with a cute little name for it.
I would not mind having me a nice shot of bourbon and a nap because I'm old. Bourbon and a nap.
See, and I'm like tequila in a party. If I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna have fun. I don't get drunk. I don't get stupid drunk or anything, but I get a nice little glow, having a good little time. Couple shots here, a little shot later, just something to keep going. It's like, I'm not a sloppy drunk. I like to have fun.
Let's see.
Just like anything else. I mean, hell, the guys at Indiana Whiskey had a booth set up at a couple of the cons I've been at. They know me well. Those sample shots are really good. Really, really good. All kind of flavors. It's really good. Indiana Whiskey Company. Just did a little ad for those guys.
See, having those drawn on their own layer like that makes it way easier for me now, because I can come in and draw right over top of them and ain't gonna have to worry about near as much crap. So I can do all this stuff kind of in layers, stack it all up. There's so many nifty little tricks to some of this, even down to like ways that you move your pen, ways that your strokes fall. Let's see here now. Come from there. Okay. Good. And let's add. Where's that layer with that at? You know what? I'm just going to go up to this layer and add this railing in. Tricksy here and use a thick pen so I can get lines drawn in, and then there we go. Now then I'll come back and we'll add maybe a little white highlight line down those. That fakes that in pretty well. Oh, I hear my doggies woofing at something. Okay. Add a few little tick marks in here. When I yawn, my bad arm jumps. That's why I keep moving every time I yawn. Let's come in here and do an advanced fill, so we get some white throughout all that stuff. And then I'm literally just tossing this in here where I know other stuff is at, so that I can come in with my clear and do that. Okay. It. So that now means that I can come in here, should be able to go in behind all that. Why is that not working? No, I don't like that. Let's get these guys back out front. Okay. Let's turn that back off. Now, where in the crap Did my cramp view? Ah, that's where that's at. Let's see here now. Let me get a little janky with this for a minute. Let me put it in here. There we go. Doink, doink. I'm going to apply that layer mask. Back in here. Tweak that back out. Tweak. No, I need to have my snapping turned on. Otherwise, my lines are going to get screwy. I don't like that. Don't like that. Turn that back off. I'm just going to come in here and kind of play with this a little bit, get this all together. Yeah, I get really goofy about my backgrounds. I think it probably makes for a really boring stream, folks, but I'm sorry. It's just what I have to work on today.
You just do what you do. Don't worry about that.
Let's see. There's that. Let's see here now. No, here. Let's get from here. Do that. I'm going to fake a little bit of that out. I think it's time to collapse all of these together before I get too god-awfully confused. So now I should be able to fill that. Fill some of this. And then fill some of those. Nifty. Nifty. That's working out pretty well. Lord, I've been at this almost an hour now. All right, so I'm gonna add a new layer on here so I don't jack this up completely. Oh, I dread what I'm about to have to do, but got to do it. So turn on adjust by speed, turn off my snapping, and arch right here. Yes, I'm just eyeballing this because frankly, I don't feel like measuring this stuff out. There's all kinds of ways that you can measure these sorts of things out and be kind of mechanically accurate. But sometimes I do that. Sometimes I don't. Back, turn the snapping back on. Boom. Boom. So in these cases, I will often go back in a little bit of white and clean some stuff up. Now there we go. Come in here. And sometimes if I'm feeling froggy, I will just draw the straight lines freehanded, which is kind of testing fate, but sometimes it works. Okay. Let's come in here. This guy. Drop that in. Drop that in. And here. Okay. Now let's just do this like this. All right. Now, actually, let's put these together. noise. We'll drop the new layer in here, and I'm going to go behind those with that one because I know I've got some white painted in here, and that will make my life much easier. Okay, so let's go here, here. Here, here, here. Make sure that's kicked off. Blink, blink. And there we go. And did I not have any white drawn in there? I thought I did. Oh, I'm doing it in the wrong place. Oh, I'm a dumbass. We'll just undoodly do all that. Now then, yeah, I was wondering why I wasn't seeing my white stuff under there. That is incorrect. That also is very incorrect. So with any pen tool, pen or pencil tool, any of your drawing tools engaged, if you hold the shift key down, you can click and then click again, and it'll make a straight line between those areas. Why is that? What do I have that set up funny? Yeah, I have refer to multiple turned on. Okay. That's more like it. That's more like it. Yeah. All right. There's all that. And then come up to here. All the way up here. And I do believe it's time to turn this guy here back on. Here we go. Let's come back here. And there. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. There's that. Oh. All right. Oh, I have to ride into town in a minute and get my prints made for the show this weekend. Got some special stuff coming for the signing. Little in-store appearance I'm doing on Free Comic Book Day. So here we go. Man, I get caught up in this.
That's why you're one of the best, bro. Come on. I mean, really.
Let's see here. There we go. Now then, let's do thicker pen. Draw that right around here. Boom, 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 and boom. Fill in a little bit there. Leave white for a rim light so that stuff shows up. There we go. Nice. that now. Turn our snapping back on. Do the rest of this. Boom, 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 boom. I dig this kind of stuff because it always just adds so much interest to an image. There's also so many crazy ways to fake this kind of thing. Let's kill that snapping. And then we're going to come in here. Let's merge these together now. All right, there's that. I do need to have my adjustment speed turned on right here. Otherwise, it's going to get real janky. Just drew that right through him, didn't I? There we go. Let's see here now. Turn that back on. Here. Boom. Now then. Let's see here now. All right. Time to loosen up with it a little bit. This needs to get done. I'm an hour in, and I don't like that. That's not how my time needs to go. Should have had more of this by now. Oh, crap. That was not cool. So I'm going to go from here, here. All right. Okay, now let's close that right there off. And let's turn on the snapping again. Cool. All right, now then, I'm going to come in here and kind of break this up a little bit. Okay. Now let's get rid of all of that. And we'll just continue to come out through here with these kind of lines. We can sort of follow the perspective, but do it kind of loosely. That's a good way to make cobblestones. All right. Nice. I can dig that. So then I'm going to take a spatter brush and come in here for a second. Hide that. Because I can use that spatter brush to help fill that in. And now I'm going to come in here and we'll fill that in. Turn my, let's see, let's turn my layer with my rulers on. Now I'm going to select everything inside this layer. Going to hit advanced fill. Okay. Now I'm going to go through here using clear pixels to open up these areas here that I'm going to want to put bricks in. And now I'll put a layer below that. There we go. Turn on my snapping. And now I should be able to, let's see, which one do I want? I want vertical and I want that guy. So this guy over here needs to be turned off. Yeah, he's always been a problem this whole time. So now we're going to come in here. And see, that way I can draw all the way through and makes my lines all line up nice and even. Did I mention I get anal about this stuff? Okay. I don't get near as anal about the vertical lines for some reason, and I'm not entirely sure why. Cyclone. Come in here, and it's going to be stupid on the end. Yep. There we go. So we're on there. Now we're going to come here and do you. All right. Now we can merge those together. I'm going to add some lines in here to just imply some light source a little bit more. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Let's turn that off. Here, clean that up a little bit. Okay. And I think we are just about done here. There we go. Those lines help reinforce what those are. And I think that'll do it. Nice. So there is that panel.
All right, blow that up so we can see it. Give us, blow it up. Blow it up.
There you go.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. So I know it's like arguably boring subject matter, but it's actually a thing to think about. Is that, you know, if you want to draw comics, you're actually going to draw a lot of boring stuff on a regular basis because it's not all cool fight scenes and, you know, all that. And if you're going to do it, you know, it's like storytelling. You've got quiet parts, you've got boring parts of it sometimes, you know.
So, and fill in that background. Give the viewers a reason to linger for a second. You know how fast people rip through a comic book.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? If the art's just okay, you kind of go through it, right? You read it, you go through it. But if there's stuff, you don't know what's in the background, right? It's like if there's stuff to look at, you linger for a minute, and that 10-minute read turns into a 20-minute read. Get your money's worth, people. No doubt. No doubt.
Big thing that I think I'm going to add to this now is the layer over top of this. I have this thing. I know some inkers don't like this, but I like using spatters. I really like using spattering. And why did I put that there? Let's just transfer that down there. There we go. And I like using spattering specifically for lighting. So I have a brush here that I've set up that is just for doing that. So I'm going to come in here and use that a little bit to kind of give a little bit more texture to some of this. This is gilding the lily, but you know, I got no problem with that. Then I'll come in here and pull these streaks of spatter from the lamp. And then later on when I'm doing the colors, because I'm doing my own colors on this, I'll go through and do like knockouts and stuff that'll really drive home this lighting. And I like how, you know, how that adds so much to it. Right. So, the mood, it is all about the mood. So there you go, folks. That is panel 1 of page 10 of Bride's number 2. And I'm going to call that for today. If y'all got any questions or anything before we take off. Oh, and it's funny, I'll sit back and I'll notice little things. That needs to be filled in. That makes more sense now.
Yep. My only question would be: are we going to continue this page next week, or will you have moved on?
Oh, I'll be done with this page Well, there's two
Okay.
panels left, so I'll be done with this page by about 3 o'clock.
That's what I'm saying. So next week, when we
Probably
start-
Probably be another page from Brides, or it might be a painting because I've got a bunch of different stuff like that to do. I mean, there's no telling. Like right now, I have so much stuff on hand that I have to do that it's just like I'm swinging wild.
I was just going to say, let's try to remember to show people what this panel looks like done.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
Right?
Absolutely.
That way they didn't spend this whole time and they don't get to see what it looks like.
By next week, this whole book may be done. You never know.
I know you. I know. That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
That's how I like to roll. It's like I get my script, and then I go dark. Like everybody at Worksmith, they're like, "We haven't heard from you in a week," and I'm like, "Well, here's a book."
Here's why. Yeah.
I'm like, I tell people when I work with them, I'm like, look, once everything's set and you say go, I'm gonna be Casper, man. I'm the friendly ghost. I disappear. I go in my hole. I go in a dark little hole, and I don't poke my head out until there's a book done.
Right. You get her done. You know,
Yep.
You get her done.
That's how it should be, man. Get them books out.
We will see. I already played all your ads during the early break. So.
Yep. I don't even know what we've got on Kickstarter right now. I know we've got 2 or 3 different things that are, if not live, or queued up or waiting. I mean, it's like there's so much stuff hitting. It's crazy.
I played the Gasp one, and I played the Gear City one, and
Cool.
you know, so gonna roll the Ozzy one on the way out.
Cool. We should be rolling with Gasp number 3 soon, and Oz number 3 soon. Yeah, Gasp number 3, Oz number 3, Brides number 2. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff flying, man. It's crazy.
You just get your socials guy to drop that stuff in the madness, man.
I'll poke at him today. It gets out of mind until I come on the show.
I know.
I'm like, oh yeah, I got to get with Mac. So I'll poke at him.
All right, brother.
All right, man. Well, till next week, folks. And if you're in the area, if you're in the vicinity of Knoxville and Maryville, Tennessee, come on out and see me this Saturday. So I'll be at Golden Age 1942 Comics in Maryville on Saturday for Free Comic Book Day. And then the next day, I'll be at another shop somewhere in Knoxville. I don't even know where. They just told me, they're like, yeah, we've got another place for you to be on Sunday. I'm like, oh, okay. Just pay for my bill. I'll be there.
He'd say, I'll be there.
I'm like, okay, yeah, it's the same town. I'm like, I'll just walk in and do my thing. I probably don't even know where I'm at.
Right.
It's wild sometimes. But till next week, folks, take us out, Pops.
All right. Have a good day, everybody. Peace.
Ozzy, what are you doing? Come and have a look at this lovely book that was sent over.
You're wrapping in the perpendicular.
Oh, go on and spit the bat out your mouth. No one can understand you like that.
Say how 5 dentists and all.
Oh, well, that's not much better. Ozzy, why don't you sing to me? I can always understand you when you sing to me.
Fucking my brains. What is this my publisher sent me? Inked in black with art so sweet.
So what do you think? Do you like it?
Oh, Lord, yeah.
If you missed the live viewing of any Meg production, you can find all our content on Roku or as a member of this channel. Madness Entertainment Group.